Today we're talking about something you need to do on the first day of the year, as well as things you should do all of the time if you are going to be a successful eBay reseller. Hey, it's Don. Today we are going to look at a few things, some features, some options in eBay that everyone should at least know about, if not should do for sure. We're going to hop straight on over and we're going to show you some eBay features now. So first off, I get questions all the time, do you trust eBay with your invoices? Now, I've said this many times, I do look at my invoices. If you are not looking over your invoices at least once a month, you are missing out on many opportunities to save yourself some money. eBay is not perfect. I am honestly, sincerely feel that they try to correct all issues. They could be liable. There's many reasons, but they do miss things occasionally. Now, I look at mine constantly. This is one of my invoices. This is a CSV file that I download from eBay. My files are too big to look at on the website. The only way I'm able to scan through mine are to download a copy, which is great. If you download your invoices, you can pull and link these to Excel forms. This is a CSV file directly from eBay, and I'm opening it up as a CSV file with Excel as a comma delineated work folder, sheet, workbook, whatever you'd want to call it. And this is what comes up right here. Now, the top part, this is split up into different sections. The top part here are your store fees that are billed only once a month. Anything else like an add-on fee, you hit the wrong button or something you didn't realize, you hit Gallery Plus or some other thing, are going to show up here in this section, as are any returns possibly, or any return labels that you would have to do. Now, I did have one single return. Somebody just didn't like the item. Now, if you notice on here, I actually did catch an error from eBay. This is the exact same item here that they've billed on 2 separate days for the exact same thing. There's only one item. There should only be one actual receipt or one label printed. So they've actually charged me for 2. So now I've already copied that section and emailed that to eBay, and I'm done with that. Now, other things to look for here is other add-on fees. Now, I have an extra fee in here for $1 for Gallery Plus. And once in a blue moon, this does happen. Now, if you catch an error right after it happens within a day or two, you just call eBay or let them know which ones were by accident, and they've always taken those off for me. I have never once been questioned on stuff like that. This one is my fault. I didn't catch it. It shows up on my invoice. So I took this off. So whenever I see something on here, I just copy the title and I go to my items in the hub and I will fix that. I took off Gallery Plus off that item. Well, actually, that item's actually sold, so it's gone at this point. I just deleted it. Now, other things to think about and look at here are added on fees. I know 10 cents may not seem like a lot, but there are extra fees and they can add up if you're unaware. Now, some items I have listed in 2 categories intentionally, just 3 items. I decided to take them off this time. So again, I just use this to tell what's going on with there. Now, my form goes way down. I'm not going to show you everything we sold. I'm not going to show you the entire form. The point of it is, though, you should always look at this. Every time it comes in, examine it, make sure there are no errors. If I didn't catch this, I would have lost $13. You do that every month, $13 adds up. It could be $20. It could be $30 each time. I was also paying an extra $1 since last month that I didn't have to pay. There's a scattered few, pennies here and there too. But if you wouldn't check this, you'd be surprised. I have many people, the first time they look at that, have a huge section of things they've messed up or mixed up, and it's costing them $40, $50, $60 a month that they were unaware of until they get the bill. So check out all of that stuff. You can check this out throughout the time frame too and see where you stand. So if you want to know if you accidentally click something or anything like that, you can actually go in and look at your current charges and see if it's just a flat fee or you accidentally click something else. You can just go in and edit all of these listings and fix whatever the case may be. Mine's pretty clean, other than a few things. I missed the $1 and I missed a 10-cent one because I did a 10-day auction in records, which charges 10 cents extra on a 10-day auction. Just FYI, it's just something you should know. know. Now, I knew that. I was trying to push it. I like to do 10-day auctions and everything. I switched the item, and it was a 45 for $200. I switched the item to a bin now. It's been up for an auction a little while. I'll probably pull some other items in auction, but I won't do any 10 days out of the collectibles categories. Now, another area that I would always recommend doing is get a whole breakdown on your entire last year. Now, if you go to, and you can see this is me, there's my name right there. Now, I'm at account settings. If you go up to your name at the very top left, you can click on the little arrow down and there'll be a button there for account settings. This is what comes up. Now, under here, your personal information, you can do request your eBay data. Many people are unaware this option is here now. Request your data. If you break it down on the first, you'll have an entire year of everything all together on one single slip. I usually recommend for the first time, if you haven't done it before, to select all. There's many different things. You can get your registration information, user history, address, financial, social accounts, transaction reports. Now, some of these are really good. Selling history, purchase history, feedback history, returns and refunds, product reviews, disputes, resolutions, bidding history, active listings. So it gives you a breakdown on all of those just by going to this option here. It goes into customer service. So if you want to know how many times and what transpired with you contacting eBay, hey, I contacted him on such and such a date, here you go. This is your option here to get an entire year's worth of data. And I say you should do it on the first because I try to keep all data separate. So I've got 1 year's worth of data from January 1st to December 31st crammed onto one single report. You can get browse history, watch items, save searches, your sign-in information. So if you have other people signing in or employees or things like that, there you go. Saved seller list you can take with you, saved collections. And there's one last one for communications reports. Marketing communications preferences, my eBay messages. So anything that was in your my eBay, you can get a copy of it. User subscriptions and the whole works. Everything is on this section here. If you've never downloaded this, I would honestly recommend every single person out there to do that. You just click at the top for everything, you slide down to the bottom, and you send a request. You'll be surprised at all the information in there. Some of it's very helpful. Now, why is it helpful? Because you can go back and if there's any errors anywhere in your account, your file, your name, preferences, or anything else like that, you can sit there and look through them very readily at your leisure. You can do it offline. You can do anything you need to do and search through using this right here. Again, request your eBay data. Very, very, very essential. Just like going over your invoices every single month, I would do this once a year at least. Now with your invoices too, I only showed you the top section of it. I would honestly go through and look at every single line item below that top monthly one-time month payment section. The rest of mine are obviously coming out. The ones I didn't look at are coming out of our payouts. Now there's pretty much always 2 lines for every item on your invoices. One's for, I think, the item itself, and the other one's for like the processing fees or anything like that for shipping and such forth. So that's where that comes out of. Now, one other thing that I get asked all of the time is paying for your shipping labels. Now, here's an item that I just sold just a little bit ago for $10. It's just a button from World War I. Nothing spectacular. I have like literally almost nothing into this one here. Now, if you go down here, you can see a section paying with your saved PayPal account. Now, you can change this to your pending payouts. So basically, before I'm paid, the money will come out for my shipping. Now, some people are fine with using PayPal because your PayPal pulls out of a bank account. But for me, my PayPal, if I'm doing postage or something else like that, sometimes at the end of the month, I don't have much in it, so it pulls from a bank account. Unfortunately, it's pulling from the same bank account that my payouts go to. All I'm going to do is change it to pending payouts instead of using my PayPal account. Now, from here, you would just click Set Up Payments. Now, I'm not going to do that because it's going to force me to mail this out. Next time I do my shipments, I am going to switch it to your pending payouts, and I won't have that issue anymore at the end of the month. We do have money that comes in, but we do transfer it to many different accounts, and I do have several different accounts depending on the site we're selling at. So this is a big plus in my opinion, because you don't have to worry about money in a PayPal account if you're not collecting money in a PayPal account. You can just have it coming out of the money you collected. Now, you should always have money in there to cover the items if you do ship Monday through Friday, or even including Saturday like us. We ship 6 days a week. So money constantly comes in. The payouts happen in the afternoon. So as long as I ship at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the early morning, my money comes out before the payments, my payouts, are sent to my bank account. So again, it's an easy plus to just switch it over and do that with it. I have my payouts also set to once a week. So my payouts will go to my bank account only once a week. So there's pretty much always money in my eBay account. Now, I know some people complain they're probably getting, interest and things like that. eBay's holding the money themselves. They're not putting your money into a technical bank account. It's sitting in the eBay system. The only way they would get interest is if they're paying interest to their self, or they have some sort of holding company, which from what I see and have read, there is no such thing yet at eBay. So I'm fine with the way this works like this. This is something I've been asked a lot of times, so I thought I would show this out. Just like the other options, getting your eBay data, that would be another essential, as well as always checking out your invoices every single time. If you've never went over an invoice, you should go over them line by line so you know what is and isn't included on it. If, say, you're an anchor store, you're going to see charges for like Terapeak, $19. Before you panic, just below that, you'll see another one for credited off. They'll put it on and then they'll take it off, kind of like PayPal does. The same thing goes for Selling Manager Pro and things like that as well, too, that are tied to your account. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
I'm the Micro Machine Man, and this is the Seriously Small Micro Machine Service City, the perfect place to take your micros for serious servicing. This place has it all. Movable garage doors, liftable lifts, simply amazing service space, two-level parking, and a totally terrific turning turntable in the super showroom. The service here is simply stupendous. Micro Machine Service City from Loope. The Micro Machine Man here, and I'm coming clean about the all-new Micro Machine Car Wash City. It's the best way to clean your micro machine. Drive into the vacuum area, then move your micros through the real rotating rollers. Now this car's really clean, team. Take your perfectly polished micros up the little elevator to the tippy top where you find a rotating stack shop.
Micro Machines Car Wash City, Service City sets, and vehicles sold separately. Some assembly required from Galoob.
Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machine, it's not the real thing.